Today we will discuss about NIC card. NIC card means Network Interface Card. It is a hardware component that used to connect a computer to a network. Okay, it's the main part which is using to connect the network. It allows to send and receive the data. It can be used wired or wireless. Wired means it will be Ethernet card. Ethernet card will looks like this. It looks like this. It is a network adapter card. We can also call it as a LAN card. Okay, and wireless. Wireless means it is the Wi-Fi card which is used in laptops and in desktops. We can insert it like a slot which is add extended slot, and in this we are having the MAC id means MAC address means it is used to identify in the network, means how we are having house, we can call it as a MAC address. Okay, the network, the way which we are entering into our home is called it as a network. In this, NIC cards are also known as network adapters, as I told that, LAN cards and Ethernet cards. All these we are calling it different names, and they are also called it as separate cards, which is called as expansion cards. Okay, we can add it as a module, extra module, like Wi-Fi cards. We can add it, or else physical NICs cards. We can add it in our computer motherboard. Here, MAC ID means 48-bit address. Okay, we what is the MAC? MAC means media access address. The MAC is having 12 hexadecimal digits. Okay, how it will looks? The example, 4 bits. Okay, 4 bits, 4 bits, 4 bits. Total, it's a 12 hexabits. Hexabits means if you divide it, 4 bits, 6 bits, 6 bits, one set, and another 6 bits, 6 bits, like that. We can add it. It's the totally in these will be having divided into two parts. The first part will be the vendor part, and second part will be the conversion part. Then the MAC address will be there. The how to identify which company vendor of the MAC address. First digits which is having is called it as a vendor address, and the remaining address it may be the loopback, or else physical IP, or else any other. It may be combined, and finally this card will be joined. Here, Ethernet means 10 Mbps speed. The card which we are trying to having that card, NIC card, I will show down. It will be there, and 10 Mbps NIC card. And when we go for fast Ethernet, it will be 100 Mbps speed. And Giganet Ethernet, it is the 1000 Mbps speed. Means we can call it as 1 gig. When you go for OSI model, we'll be having discussing it in future. OSI model means, yeah, NIC card is the main thing of physical layer, and it is used to connect with data link layers and handling the physical signaling and using the MAC address in it. This NIC card will be there for laptops, desktops, switches, routers, for all the thing which we are trying to insert. That mode of transmission is like NIC card. Here, if you see that, as I discussed here, 10 Mbps, 100 Mbps, 1000 Mbps, speeds will be differ. Okay, indicating it is the maximum speed. This indicates the maximum speed of the transmission. And I will show it. What is the NIC card? NIC card will looks like this. It is an external module which we can insert in motherboard. Okay, we can insert these gold tips to motherboard and we can use it. And here the types of connections, the MAC address will be having wired connection or else wireless connection. The wired connection we call it as NIC cards, and the ports is connected to Ethernet cable. Ethernet cable means RJ45 jack. It will be inserted in that NIC card. And when you go for wireless connections, it will be converting data to radio signals like Wi-Fi. Okay. As I told that MAC address is a 48-bit serial number and it is called as a MAC ID, and it is prepared by different types of vendors are there. And this physical address is identified as every device of local network. It is like which home it is located. Like that we can identify the physical IP address is MAC address. Okay, logical address is IP, Internet Protocol. Okay, the ports here, some of the NIC ports are different types of ports are there, and not it looks like sometimes it will be different, not like Ethernet or RJ45 jack. This is like SFP. Like SFP will be looks like this. This is one of type of SFP. Okay, we can insert it, and this is the optical cable which we are trying to insert in that SFP. SFPs may be again it is a different topic. It will be having quad SFP, QSFPs, and 1 gig SFPs. Different types of SFPs are there. This SC and LC is the different types of modules which we are trying to connect through fiber optics. Okay, these cables it is having, right? These cables sometimes it will be single mode or multi mode, like that it will be having LC connectors and SC connectors will be there. This we call it as network interface card. This looks like this. It is the external module we can insert. Okay, these the SC and LC connectors which we need to remove it and we need to insert this one into this module. Then we are able to use it as fiber connectors. Then integrated and separate. Earlier we'll be having fixed cards. Then later it's moved like we can expand that card when it's got disturbed. We will replace that card with new one, and it will be used in motherboard. And these Wi-Fi chips will be integrated by bolt. We don't need to insert our external card or internal card. It will be integrated nowadays. Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. Latestly, we are not able to see these Wi-Fi cards in externally. It will be able to see only on desktops, not in laptops. And data integrity. Data integrity means when data is sending from NIC card, sometimes some of the bits may missed. At that time, some errors will be occurred. Then we call it as a CRC errors. One place to one another place, the device it is connected, that cable will receive that CRC errors. That may be the cable problem or else a slot problem. At that time, these errors will occur, and the transmission will be sometimes slow, and delay will be happened. Then here we can see the differences. Sorry, it's come to two modules. Okay. Okay. A connection type. It will be used for wired thing. It will be used in cables. When wireless, it will be used radio signals. It will be converted into radio signals and it will be transmitted through Wi-Fi. And when it is gone for stability, for wired, it is more stable because cable is there directly. There is no possibility of missing any paths or any packets. Directly, the data will be received. Sometimes for wireless, it is using TCP UDP protocol. Sometimes the it will be sent all the data at one of the flow. Sometimes data will miss. At that time, it need to be checked and CR checkers, parity checks, again all these things it will go. And when you go for speed, it is high speed. Wide is high speed and wireless is low speed. And for example, this is the card type TCP, TP-Link, and Giganet, PIC Express card, like the different types of modules are there. Here for wireless, Intel 133 and 60 dual band wireless adapters are there. Thank you, friends. Today we discussed about NIC cards. Okay, tomorrow we will discuss about media cables. what type of cables are there, how we can use it, and what other cables are using in our networking. Thank you, friends. If anything is there, please comment in the video. Thanks.